Okay, it's going. All right, going to do a review. This stems from the fact that I was on Nick's, or AKA Maxwell Star's BA 101 last night, which, if you're not aware, is something that sort of goes on every Wednesday night on his channel. And I pop up there from occasion to occasion. That's not the way to say it. Anyway, we did a Rattler last night. The Crafty Radler from Pump House, their blood orange and peach version. And to get that, I had to buy the 8-pack of cans, which had 2 of each of the 4 varieties they have here. So we're going to take a quick little look and see what we're going to be reviewing tonight. We're going to do them all. I'm going to, drink a little bit each one, review it. I got water here to swish out my mouth between drinks. And then at the end, maybe we'll pour whatever's left in this one big glass and cuvee it and chug that down. But we'll see here. Yeah, we got to share a screen now. So Pump House Brewery. We'll go there. Okay, so we'll see the fucking Rattlers here. So they got their original Crafty Radler was their Grapefruit and Tangerine. I believe that was the original one. Mix of homemade grapefruit and tangerine soda, high AB. And so all these are basically the same beer, just mixed with a different flavor fruit soda. So they're grapefruit and tangerine. They're all 5. They're all 4.7% alcohol by volume, craft lagers, basically. And they say here for the grapefruit and tangerine, a mix of house-made grapefruit and tangerine soda and high ABV craft beer. Well, that's not high ABV craft beer unless it's been diluted so much that the ABV is down to 4.7%, which actually might be the case now that I think about it. This mixture gives off a refreshing smell. I don't need the... They got Willamette hops as well in each one of these things, right? Yeah. So it's the same beer every time, and that's good. They say they sell it in 6-packs and 12-packs of cans, which is true. I've seen both. Then they got their blood orange and peach, which is the one we did last night on Nick's channel. So blood orange and peach craft soda. Then they got the Limoncello and Lime. And anything else different? And then they got the Tart Cherry and Blueberry. So, yeah. So that's all we need to show there. All right. So we'll go into the one I did last night real quick, and we'll get that one over with. I already gave my scores for it last night, but I'll just reiterate. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how... I'm kind of wondering, since it's basically the same beer every time, and I think it's kind of the same concept every time with what they're doing here. I'm wondering if it's going to score the same for me every time as far as style goes. We sort of came to the conclusion last night that these weren't necessarily traditional Radlers in the sense that we've come to expect, so they didn't necessarily hit the style marks 100%, but we'll pour a bit here. So here we go. It's kind of got a pinkish, reddish hue to it. The foam itself is pink, and you smell it, and it is very intense, but slightly confectionery-esque. But you do get the grapefruit and the blood orange, or the what is it? Peach and blood orange. Duh. They do distinctly come through. It's not like it's just some sort of morass of nothing. But go to the taste. So as these get warmer, at least this one that we had last night, The sweetness gets a bit cloying as it stands here, where I've just taken them out of the fridge and they've been sitting in the fridge all day. Sweetness ain't that bad. Goes down pretty good. The flavor is agreeable, although a little too candy-ish for my liking for a Radler. So I gave it double sixes last night, and it stands still as double sixes. So for as a Radler, a little too high in alcohol, which is going to be the case with all of these, I think. Radlers should be, in my view anyway, 3.5% or lower. They're supposed to be light and refreshing, and these don't come off super light and refreshing. But so 6 for style and 6 for overall enjoyment on this one. So that's the blood orange and peach. I'm not a big fan of peach too, so keep that in mind. Like, I do get that flavor. The blood orange is more prevalent. The peach is kind of like on the edges, kind of in the finish kind of thing, more than taking over the entire drink. So what am I doing? Swirl out the glass here. Okay. Very professional how I'm doing this. It's how all the official taste testers do this stuff. So we're going to do this one next. The Tart Cherry and Blueberry. There you go. And you notice every time the wheels on the raccoon on the old I knew the name of this fucking bike, the old style bike. The big wheel is one of the flavors, one of the fruits used, one of the berries used, and the little wheel is the other one. So very cute. All right. Let's get into this. So I'm interested to see how this is, because Pump House has a decent blueberry beer. They've always sort of had a decent blueberry beer, which is saying something, because most blueberry beers are kind of but we'll see if this is see how this is. It might just come off as their blueberry ale, but with the okay. Ooh. So look at that. It's a little bit more red than the previous. Can't really tell the difference on the camera. But and it's got a similar pink head. It's not too different from the previous one, honestly. I wonder if the ingredients are different in this. Cherry juice concentrate, blueberry juice concentrate. Yeah. So it's always just concentrated berry or fruit juices, whatever ones you're using. Interesting red raspberry color. Okay. What was the color used in this one? Orange and peach, natural flavor. They say color in this one, but they didn't say what kind. And this one had sunflower cloud in it, which when I looked up sunflower cloud, it was some sort of sunflower seed oil. And I'm not sure why that was used in this for the brewing process. I couldn't find any reference to that being used in any other beers. So I don't know what that was about. But and they had the guys in Ontario who were doing the review last night. They had the ingredient stickers on them. So like anything that came into Ontario generally has to have like a sticker disclosing more ingredients than what the regulations required for wherever the stuff came from. And they had some different ingredients in some of those on those stickers that they didn't disclose on the can here. So I don't know what's going on there. But okay. So the cherry is very intense in this. I'm not really getting much of the blueberry. It's a little in the background, but it is a very I don't know how to explain it. Cool cherry. Does that make sense to anybody? All right, we're gonna go to the taste. Cheers. Kind of like cherry licorice. It's kind of what I'm getting. Very much so, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. All right. Cheers. Okay. This one works better than the blood orange and peach for me. I mean, I like blueberry and I like cherry better in general. So that's a big plus. But it's not as sweet. The blueberry does bring some sweetness, but that cherry is, it's not intensely tart or anything like that, but there's a good tartness to it. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And that tartness, that lingers in the finish too. So it makes it a little bit more refreshing, makes it a little bit more drinkable than the previous one. Whereas the previous one was just kind of sweetness. This is, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to get cloying when it starts to warm up. So with the with like the pop / juice flavors kind of dialed back in this works a bit better as a Rattler. And its drinkability is a little bit better than the blood orange and peach. So I'm going to give this one double sevens. I'm going to give it a 7 for being a Rattler, and so style-wise, and I'm going to sit a 7 on it just for my overall preference. This one works. This is a good combo of flavors. The tartness from the cherry offsets the blueberry well and balances out way better than there was in this one. So yeah, that's a good one. They got a winner there. That's above average. That's doing well. All right, so clean up the glass there. All right. What we do? We'll do the original Crafty Radler next. So this is the I guess this is the OG one that they've had forever now, or for however long they've been making these fucking things anyway. So this is the Grapefruit and Tangerine one. Anything different on the ingredients here? Well, they got the grapefruit juice, citric acid, natural flavors, gum, Arabic, color, ester gum. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about it. So we'll see how I like this. Grapefruit generally is a very good juice to put in a Rattler, and tangerine is a good way to cut grapefruit, I seem to recall, so that you don't have it too tart or sour for you. So look at that one. That one's definitely a lot more pale. It looks like IPA color on my camera. I'm looking here, but it's not. It's definitely a little bit more pale than that. It's more of a hazy golden straw color. All these generate some pretty impressive heads too, I must say. Very soda pop like, but they last they stick around a little bit. So there you go. Let's go to the aroma on this one. And again, this is the Grapefruit and Tangerine. So there we go. Oh, okay, yeah. So overall, the citrus from the tangerine and the grapefruit is sort of mixing together here, and you're sort of getting that, like where you just cut open and you just like cut open a fruit, any sort of citrus fruit. A little bit of that specific kind of grapefruit aroma is in there, but it's not intense. It's much more the tangerine orange kind of thing dominating. But this smells out of the other two. Out of the three I've had so far, this one smells the best, I'll say, in the sense that it smells the most like an actual traditional Rattler, for what I'm used to anyway, where it doesn't smell super intense, it doesn't smell super sweet, it doesn't smell artificial. Even though it is still kind of artificial as fuck, but in some regards. Yeah, that smells good. It's pretty much straight up tangerine with a little hint of grapefruit. And we'll go to the taste. Cheers. Yeah, okay. It's like someone had a bunch of tangerine oranges, made juice out of it, and then dumped like a little dollop of grapefruit juice in it. Just a teeny splash. But this comes off pretty well balanced. It's definitely not too sweet. It's much more close to the sort of like Stiegel Radlers and stuff like that you've probably had. It's pretty good, pretty well balanced, pretty easygoing. This one feels like, even though 4.7% is high ABV for a Rattler, this seems to drink a bit lighter just because the flavors aren't as intense. And it's definitely more just the tangerine more than anything else coming through. I've got Paul in the chat saying cheers. Cheers, man. Hope you're doing well. Get a little bit of the grapefruit in the finish, but even then, I actually expected more grapefruit. So this would be for people who like Stiegel, but they want more like tangerine flavor and stuff like that going on. Like it definitely doesn't have like that sort of grapefruit sourness going on in the aftertaste necessarily. That's kind of just out the window, and it's just like a general citric quality throughout the entire thing, like you've been sucking on an orange or something like that. So it's not bad. Definitely not bad. So I think I'm going to sit that, actually, Rattler style wise, I'm going to be generous and I'm going to throw an 8 at that one. Personal enjoyment, I'm just going to go 7 as well. I like it about as much as the Tart Cherry and Blueberry, just for different reasons. All right. All right. Now we'll get to the last one. Here we go. This is the Limoncello and Lime. Definitely like the can. I like the colors on the can. I like just the whole scheme of the thing. Kind of cool looking. So let's see what they say on this one. So water, sugar, cane sugar in this case, citric acid, natural flavors, lemon juice concentrate, sunflower cloud again, paprika in this one. Interesting. Okay. I don't eat a lot of paprika, so I can't really say if I quite recall what paprika. I can't quite say what that spice tastes like. It's been a long time since I've had deviled eggs, so paprika. There we go. I got it. I'm not a total fucking stunted caveman with mush mouth. All right. Okay, that's the most pale out of all of them right there. Again, that looks on the camera. It looks about the same color as the last one. Yeah, that's a very pale straw color there. So go right to the aroma. Okay. So again, the lemon. It's not particularly confectionery lemon. It's not particularly pure like lemon juice or anything like that. It's not like a sour lemon kind of thing. It's just general lemon. And there's some sort of earthy, spicy thing in the back, which should probably be the paprika, I'm assuming. Okay. It's the least impressive nose-wise. Very mild. Although, in a way, that probably leads us to going towards probably being the best Radler style-wise. We'll see. So, cheers. We'll go to the taste. Mild, lemony taste. Kind of like a lemon drop, but not really well sugared or anything like that. Just kind of mild lemon. I'm assuming maybe the paprika in this is kind of like there to cut the lemon down. Maybe I have no idea. I'm just going with bullshit off the top of my head here. So I was told by some people that have had that this was the best out of the pack. I don't know if I see it. It's very mild. The sort of lemon lime thing going on here is very mild, very dialed back. Maybe a little bit too much, even for a Radler. I mean, it drinks very light in flavor. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. It's just, I mean, I guess in a sense, like if they had taken this and made this like 3.5%, that would be like a good one to just sip on all day kind of thing. Just like alcoholic, watered down lemon juice, I guess, kind of thing, but watered down lemonade. But yeah, this one's kind of disappointing. I mean, style wise, it's still closer to a Radler than a couple of these in the pack. So I'd probably sit a 7 at it style wise, but personal preference. I got to knock that down to 5.5. It's just there's nothing to it. Nothing I really want. I think the clear winner actually is the original Rattler that they did, Grapefruit and Tangerine. I think that's the clear winner. Yeah, so there we go. They're all not terrible. let's just put it that way. Like they're all of them are passable to good, and it's not a bad variety pack for 8 cans. What you're getting, you get it for what, 20 some bucks, wherever the fuck it was. So it's not terrible, but yeah, Rattlers aren't quite my thing anyway. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. I very rarely buy them. I'd rather just buy like a really nice light lager and not muddy the waters with any sort of fruit soda or pop or juice or whatever the fuck, right? So, but there we go. So we got to cuvee these, I guess. So let's do that. We'll put the limoncello in there. Put the Crafty Radler in there. Yeah. Grapefruit and whatever. Yeah, we got the blood orange and peach. And we got the tart cherry and blueberry. There we go. Cuvee. You like it cuvied? Shout out to Average Joe. Check out his beer reviews. All right. I guess am I chugging this? I don't know if I'm chugging this. It's probably not a good idea. It's been a long time since I've chugged anything. Not surprisingly, the tart cherry blueberry and the blood orange peach seem to be like dominating the flavor here. They're the most sugary and flavor intensive of the ones. But yeah, there we go. Some people watch this. I'm very surprised. Thanks for watching. But I'm going to shut this off now and take this a little slower. I mean, these were lighter beers, but I've still just drank the majority of 4 beers in less than half an hour. So, yeah. I need to sit back and take it a little bit easy, finish this shit off, and then get to my regular drinking tonight. That's scary. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We're going to take off. Have a good night. Cheers. Bye-bye.